right, this is another one. Obama says rise of Trump was racist reaction to having a black man in the White House. All right, Barack Obama slams Republicans as xenophobic and paranoid in his forthcoming memoir, which focuses on his first term in the White House. In the 768-page tome entitled A Promised Land and Out of November 17, Obama reflects on his political career but diverges in the personal, admitting life in the White House increased his smoking habit and caused tension in his marriage with Michelle. He also speaks to race relations in the United States, writing it was his own historic election as the nation's first black president that sparked some of the current division in the country. It was as if my very presence in the White House had triggered a deep-seated panic, a sense that the natural order had been disrupted, Obama writes in the book which was obtained by CNN. Donald Trump, he claims, sensed the country's mood and took advantage of it to win the White House in the 2016 election. Outgoing President Barack Obama and President-elect Donald Trump arrived at the Capitol for Trump's inauguration on January 20th, 2017, which is exactly what Donald Trump understood when he started peddling assertions that I had not been born in the United States and was thus an illegitimate president. For millions of Americans spooked by a black man in the White House, he promised an elixir for their racial anxiety, he writes, but Obama claims the root of the problem came before the current president. He traces it to John McCain's decision to name Alaska Governor Sarah Palin as his running mate in the 2008 presidential election. Through Palin, it seemed as if the dark spirit that had long been lurking on the edges of the modern Republican Party, xenophobia, anti-intellectualism, paranoid conspiracy theories, and an antipathy towards black and brown folks were finding their way to center stage, Obama writes. However, he goes on to absolve McCain of any responsibility, saying he believed the senator who died of brain cancer in 2018 wouldn't have made the same choice if he knew what the future held. I'd like to think that given the chance to do it over again, he might have chosen differently, wrote Obama, who gave one of eulogies at McCain's funeral. I believe he really did put his country first. The book is the first of two parts coming from the former president, part of a $65 million deal he and Michelle Obama signed with Penguin Random House. The former First Lady's book Becoming sold millions of copies when it came out in 2018, setting a high bar of expectations for her husband's book. The former president is preparing for a publicity tour. He's already sat down with CBS 60 Minutes and CBS Sunday Morning. The New York Times has revealed a copy of the tome. Alright, this book deals with his first term in the White House. It begins with his early political campaigns and ends with a meeting in Kentucky where he is introduced to the SEAL team involved in the raid that killed Osama bin Laden. It recounts his first presidential election, his attempt to pass healthcare reform, and his work with Republican congressional leaders, Senator Mitch McConnell, and then House Speaker John Boehner. All right, his mentions of Trump came through the prism of Trump's criticism of himself, including fanning the lie that Obama was not born in the United States. He notes Trump musings were originally seen as a joke, but he came to regard them as part of the Republican Party's attempt to appeal to white Americans' anxieties about the first black president. In that same way, there wasn't much difference between Trump and Boehner of McCollin. Then, too understood that it didn't matter whether what they said was true, he writes, adding, in fact, the only difference between Trump's style of politics and theirs was Trump's lack of inhibition. He also described McConnell as power-hungry, writing what the Kentucky senator lacked in charisma or interest in policy, he more than made up for in discipline, shrewdness, and shamelessness, all of which he employed in the single-minded and dispassionate pursuit of power. But Obama has praised for other Republicans, including former President George Washington Bush. He spoke of his predecessor kindness after he won the 2008 election, noting he and his family received a warm welcome at the White House. He spoke of his predecessor kindness after he won the 2018. All right, whether because of his respect for the institution, lessons from his father, bad memories of his own transition, or just basic decency, President Bush would end up doing all he could to make the 11 weeks between my election and his departure go smoothly, Obama wrote. He added that Bush's daughter Barbara and Jenna rearranged their schedules to give Malia and Sasha their own tour, and he noted how he used that as example for his own actions after the 2016 election. All right, I promised myself that when the time came, I would treat my successor the same way, Obama said. All right, a lot had been said so far on this one. Well, and as it is, it has been said that Obama says rise of Trump was racist reaction to having a black man in the White House. All right, and the reactions we have gathered here says yes, having a black man in a White House is an abomination because man are full of evil in his heart. Is Obama is one of them because he is Antichrist, who illegals thanks for man should marry is follow man. That's evil before God. All right. Okay. And guest is saying here that Trump is a racist idiot. The racist card he played that got him into White House also got him out. All right. And then that was true. It informed Trump mantra, let us make America great again. He failed to understand that it doesn't play. All right, it doesn't pay. That's what he said. All right, and the guest is saying here that, okay, his racism has paid off. All right, a lot have been said on that. Okay, and meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this one. And remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.